Hello, welcome back to Heroes of Might Magic 2. In this game I'm playing Necromancer on the map 7 Lakes, modified version of course, where it's 1v5 computers. And they're all mostly spellcaster factions, except for Green, who are Barbarian. So far going pretty well. I'll just look at the Thieves Guild, so we can see the standings. I have the most castles. I'm blue, by the way. Most castles, most artifacts. That's interesting. Total army strength. So third last. I've kind of done a lot of damage to purple. They're, I think, just hanging on. And green. I think I took their. There we go. I think that was Green's main town. So green has been dealt some damage as well, which is reflected here. Meanwhile, these other guys, they're kind of way on the other side of the map, so they've just been running around, building armies, getting stronger, that sort of thing, as they do. So, yeah, I'll continue the onslaught. Here we go. So Celia going around, kind of harvesting. Harvesting skeletons, that is. Only 4. I think she has... Oh, she does have expert, okay. So it's starting to build up quite a nice stack of skeletons. She does have pathfinding, so I'm going to run into the swamp here. I think that might be Purple's last town, so I'm going to go down there. I've got Ariel in here as a defensive hero. Being a sorceress, higher knowledge. So that's kind of nice. Day 5. I think I'll wait just a couple more days, and I'll send out Rebecca. At least to bring the... Actually, I'll recruit from here, bring the troops over to Ranlu. Then I'll head out and basically double producing. Again, very tempting to produce these power liches, but I don't think that's very wise. They're very costly and they're not. They die very quickly. Can be quite a disappointing investment. Okay, let's get some more skeletons. Alright, I was going to cast a spell, but I don't actually have much mana, so I might take it easy, okay? Alright, very nice. Expert pathfinding just in time. Now I can traverse the swamp without any difficulty. Another Necromancer town. Right on time as well, because it's day 7, so I can buy more units. I don't know if it's going to have Bone Dragon thing, but we'll see. I think it might, because these towers are doing quite a lot of damage. Oh, no, it doesn't actually. It does have Armageddon there. So we'll go ahead and build a laboratory. And I think I can build this thing next day as well, so I can stock up on vampires and bone dragons. Very tempting to build this. That thing does have Armageddon, so he only has basic. Celia is the only one with expert wisdom, so maybe she could eventually come up. You know what? I will build it. I think it's the most expensive building in the game. 15,000 gold. Now just quickly check to see if before I go spending all my money. Just want to buy in these outlying towns first. So the downside to having built the green tower is now I don't have enough money to build anything else really. Just grab this stuff and keep moving. I've got a lot of movement, plus I have expert pathfinding now, so moving through the swamp really isn't a problem for Celia. Before I build these, I want to upgrade this. These red dragons are a fair bit better. Gonna need a lot more money. That town, I'm just gonna let it be taken, because I don't think there's any point trying to invest in that. I can quite easily take it back. Well, not much point of doing that, but whatever makes them feel better. Now that guy has some pretty decent stats if I recall. I remember seeing him in the Thieves Guild. But I don't think he's going to be too much of a threat. This guy will probably attack. Yeah, the Horde of Archers is concerning. I will actually buy some liches. I think in this situation the liches will actually be good. Those will buy all of them. Being behind the wall and 12 defense skill, they will absorb a lot of damage. If this guy has good spell power and things like Lightning Bolt, he'll just be able to zap them all to death. But if it's more attack defense sort of thing, like he is a knight, then hopefully the Lich is going to absorb some pretty good damage. Meanwhile, the towers plus my spell power, I'd kill everything else. So we'll see how we go. I do have 3 gold mines, but it doesn't really feel like it. Right, here we go. So 55 archers could be a lot worse than that. Tower's doing decent damage. Meanwhile, his stats aren't that good, so should be okay. And I also have shield actually, so this shield, this is Heroes 2 shield. So this is actually equivalent to air shield in Heroes 3. I think I'd say advanced. I think basic is only 30%, something like that, and then advanced or expert is 50%. So different kind of shield. But now these archers, I don't know if this will be a broken arrow for him, shooting through there. If it was up here, it definitely wouldn't. But in that position, maybe shooting through this pillar. Maybe it won't, but anyway. Shouldn't do much damage with the shield plus the defense skill. Wow. Yeah, a bit more than I expected. Probably wasn't a broken arrow, but good thing I cast shield. Because otherwise I would be... Well, the liches would basically be dead. Do have other spells too. You might just have Dispel Magic. Might use it on that. We'll see what happens. Archers are almost dead though. I should have attacked from a different angle, because then the liches could shoot these and hit both. Now I could click here, but here's the thing in Heroes 2. Even if I click here, it'll still target the whole unit, which means in the case of a 2-hex unit, it'll actually hit this back hex. So if I click here, on the other hand, I do have 5. Regardless of what I do here, like if I shoot, it's going to damage the bone dragons. But as you can see, it might be worth it because bone dragon survived. But he does have 2 spell power. He does have magic arrow. He'll probably use that to finish off the bone dragon. Okay. So probably wasn't worth it, but worth a try. Either way, I held the town, so that's the important thing. There's already a guy moving in. I think it's this guy. He was quite pesky over this side. He swooped in to take the town 2 or 3 times if I recall, so bit of a nuisance. Looks like he's going to try it again. Yeah, this thing is a bit more expensive than the Brimstone Stormclouds. I don't really care about the Mercury, but the Sulfur, if I'm going to be buying a lot of dragons, spending the Sulfur is not ideal. I think I'll go with the Knight, just to make the towers do more damage. I'll buy this stuff. Not really worth being stingy here. Might as well try to save the town. I will buy this after all. I'll get 1 lightning bolt and then a haste or a slow, so... I think that'll be enough to win that fight. Yeah, this guy's got some pretty good attack and defense. Okay, he had the ever cold icicle, which means I now need to try to remember if I want to cast a lightning bolt, for example. I'm actually going to be better off casting cold ray, because this will do 30 damage per spell power now, whereas lightning bolt will only do 25. But I have to remember that I have this. So, well, let's see if I can remember. Chances are I won't. Now, if I attack this guy, he's going to have first move. First 3 moves, actually. So I'm going to get shot at a lot. I'll probably lose a Bone Dragon right off the bat. Don't have Animate Dead, so... Thinking of maybe bringing a Gargoyle down or something, just to kind of even out the speed disparity. Just take 1 Gargoyle, and then I'll be able to use it to Chain Lightning the Greater Druids, which will kill most of them, I think, and then, you know, move on to kill the other stuff, of course. So I think that should work. Meanwhile, these guys are going to be stuck until I can build up the gold to actually buy those units. Alright, Zom did attack. I think he's kind of average. He's not level 1, but... Okay, he has Chain Lightning, so... That's unfortunate. 7 spell power, wow. So I don't think I can win this, because I didn't realize he had Chain Lightning. So a bit stronger than I was expecting. So purple's going to continue to be a nuisance for a while. Ooh, 45. That's quite a lot, but I can block with my Gargoyle. Alright, that's done. I go here, these will move up. She does have Irish Luck and Great Morale, so that's good morale, I should say, because of the Bone Dragon. Just to be safe, I'll cast this. Oh wow, the skeletons did 829 damage, so that's enough to kill 20 unicorns. And some nice artifacts too. go with Diplomacy just because it reduces the cost of surrendering. Now my artifact list is full. This thing is going to be useless, so I'll get rid of it as soon as I can. Corridor is right here, so he can take it. Fire Cloak is kind of useless as well, so I'm going to ditch that. Ice Cloak is nice because of the it at least protects against Cold Ray. Like fire spells do so little damage anyway that you don't even need this. And the computer don't really cast it too often. If that protected against Armageddon, then that would be great. But Armageddon does not consider the fire spell in this game. Alright, I'll continue to do it. Actually, I'm going to get back down here because I do want to finish off purple. Zom has been quite annoying. So I want to kind of get rid of him. Just out of pure. I don't know what the word is, but I want to get rid of him because he's been really annoying. Yeah, I think I can buy. Ooh. Okay, I could afford it. That's good. Now Crota can run around getting mines and stuff. Alright, here comes the next guy. It's tempting to try hold this, but yeah, he's only got the horde of Orc Chiefs. So I'm gonna try. Unfortunately, I don't have both turrets once again. Probably not going to work, but let's see what we can do. And I can actually bring her down with the dragons to take it back. Or just with what I've got now. I tried that way. This is basically over already. So I'll just kind of keep skipping. Let the towers shoot the Orcs. Yeah. Ooh. Well, that's one way to do it. So I don't care too much about the skeletons, but yeah, losing the 2 bone dragons and 8 vampire lords, it's pretty bad. But that's what the computer will do. If they have Armageddon, they will use it. Because it just, quite simply, it just does an insane amount of damage. Can't really blame them. Can sorry, excuse me. Can feel a little bit cheap at times, but it is a little bit of a taste of my own medicine because I like to play Dragon Geddon. Alright, I'm out of mana now, so time to fight. Hopefully these mummies can curse them. Oh, I don't think it matters now. Hopefully this guy doesn't have expert wisdom. Okay, he doesn't. I think I have blind, so I'll wait for him to cast a spell. I think this is going to be pretty close. Do I have ballistics? I do have basic ballistics. I prefer to have advanced. But I can just blind his orcs, so we'll see what happens. No moat and only 1 tower, so it's not too bad. want to try get these Hydras in. Catapult is doing okay. And he just seems content on casting Magic Arrow, which is kind of surprising. I don't have Disrupting Ray. That'd be pretty good right now. Do have Bless though. Okay. Worked out pretty well. I didn't care too much about those troops, like the main thing now is the dragons. Get rid of this stuff. I'll keep these morale artifacts just in case I pick up some dragons or something along the way. I'll send Rebecca back. Wait one more day and then I'll send out Rainlu. I've already got the scroll, so I'm not going to bother. Ooh, okay. Now, because this is Heroes 2, I'm actually going to stay here. Because even if I'm about to lose the fight, I can just surrender. Should be able to kill most of this though, I think. Okay, I think that's enough Bone Dragons and Vampire Lords, so time to go. Should be able to do some pretty decent damage with this guy, so. I haven't regenerated mana yet. not going to be able to kill as much as I would have liked. Still softened her up a little bit. Now I can come back in with dragons. 7 dragons, wow. It's going to cost quite a lot of money to build all of them. I can only afford one at the moment. Through here should be some gold mines. Ooh, somewhere with a hill fort. Don't know if I've seen a hill fort yet. Yeah, there's one there. Yeah, that's not it. I think there's a bit of it's a bit of a ring. Wherever the other, I think there's a hill fort on the other side. Maybe that's where it is. Let's get some gold mines. Ooh, pretty good artifact actually. So if I want to surrender now, it'll be very cheap. Hopefully I won't have to, but we'll see. Alright, time to send her in, I think. Let's trade to get some more gold. No, 6 should be enough. Eventually I'll try to send her down here to get Armageddon once she gets Expert Wisdom. She's only on basic. She does have Pathfinding there, so that's good. Ooh, okay. A green dragon and 4 red dragons. Oh, there goes the liches. So most of this stuff doesn't do anything. Maybe steel skin. I think this guy will burn through here. So he'll actually burn the red dragon. Should kill it. So I'll target the green dragons. Ooh, okay. That's not good. He does have some pretty good magic. I probably won't be able to kill another one. We'll see. Yeah, 29 health left. 1 skeleton. Okay, that's kind of fortunate. Might as well surrender. So it took out 2 dragons, but lost that town, unfortunately. Ooh. Might actually lose Rebecca. Try bait her up to take out Crodo instead. Well, 72 swordsmen, not bad. Maybe she also has pathfinding. She seems to be moving pretty fast through the swamp. Alright, I grab that expert wisdom so I can go get Armageddon. She has good knowledge, not a lot of spell power though, but having the high knowledge means she'll be able to cast Armageddon quite often. Another gold mine, why not? And my cold rage of these guys should do some pretty absurd damage. Okay. Oh, I've only got 9 spell power, that's why. Still pretty good damage for 9 spell power. Okay. I think I saw this guy earlier. Had much of an army. Looks like he still doesn't have much of an army. It should get 1 or 2 levels out of this. Don't think Death Ripple's going to be enough. Yeah, not with 2 spell power. Pretty confident that she will attack, but I'll win. I think that's 4 phoenixes. I do have the storm and all this other stuff. I'll get 2 stacks of liches. So Phoenix should probably go here. I'll bait out the retaliation with the skeletons and hit it with the bone dragons. I do have slow and disrupting ray and paralyzed, so because phoenixes are actually immune to elemental magic, so I can't lightning bolt or cold ray it, but I think I can win this. Ooh, that sword is nice. It's +3 attack, but I'm out of spots, so I won't be able to get it. Closer to where that is, but still don't think I've scouted it yet. Right, let's see what happens. Oh, purple is done. Okay. So these sprats should be quite a few skeletons. I'll just kill them. It's 141. So about 40 skeletons. whoops. Well, that's the end of Rebecca. I underestimated how far she could move. Ooh, here's Rialdo there. I'll just get him instead. Also get the Black Tower, I might as well. And just like that, we have Black Dragons. So time for a dragon fight. I should be able to kill both of these without losing anything. Now that he has expert wisdom, I will send him down. Also to get rid of this pesky here. Some of these guys are pretty strong, so I would very much like to have Armageddon on this hero, but I think I'll do just fine without it. You don't have to have Armageddon with dragons, you can use this other stuff. Yep, just like that, dragon's gone. Probably will lose another one. So I actually lost 3, which is pretty bad. Gain some levels. There's Resurrection, but I can't use it on dragons. Might as well buy some stuff. Yeah, she's actually got quite a few unicorns. That's not good. Good morale as well. I do have fortifications there, and she has a lot of spell power. So this other stuff's just going to get devastated by magic. basically have to wait for that anti-magic to wear off, and then I can start blinding and really abuse the blind. No, okay. Really surprised she didn't cast anti-magic again. So now I'm tossing up between spamming blind to get shots from the towers or trying to use other stuff. I think I will try to use other stuff. I'm just worried about them getting morale and then swooping in on my dragons. Okay, that's the last of her mana. I wish I had slow in this situation actually, but gonna have to make do without it. Right, time to fight. Ooh, another hero. I'll just surrender though when I can. Not sure how much gold I have, but it's going to cost 3,500 to save both dragons. I'll basically do the same thing, but this time I don't have any magic. And he has... oh, he still has great morale, okay. So I don't think I can actually win this, but I'll kill as many Hydras as I can. Because I think by the time he's... because of the steel skin, towers aren't doing that much damage. Eventually all the towers will be destroyed. Oh, turns out I have good morale. Okay, I'll see how many of these I can take out. Okay, looks like probably not many. Yeah, right off the bat, I lose a dragon, so it probably wasn't worth it to try that, but anyway. Now, I don't think she have. Oh no, only advanced wisdom. Okay. So I got a little bit greedy there. Probably shouldn't have tried to fight because I lost a dragon unnecessarily. But I don't think it's going to matter too much in the grand scheme. There's a warlock town. So gem is there. I will. Oh, I moved Ariel up here. Okay. I'll move this guy down the fight gem. Once he's gone, I'll move this guy up to circle around through the swamp. It'll take a while, but on the other hand, maybe I can build a boat, sail over the ocean there instead. Oh, I lost this town actually, so I'm going to take that back. $14 dragons available for be recruited there. Pretty standard. Happens a lot in this game. They build the highest level dwelling, but then they don't afford them, or can't afford them. They're building everything else, and then they fill up all 5 slots. They will dismiss stuff to produce the better units, but yeah, this sort of thing happens a lot where 0 of, or close to 0 of most stuff, and then just 14 dragons. So it's yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Now they probably would have been better to just save up and build the dragons, but AI is not that good. I think the AI is pretty good considering how old the game is. They really need to get rid of Gem. Ah, she's immune to paralyze. Right, I'll just cast this then. few towns remaining. We'll get this out of curiosity. Ooh, I think that's where the ultimate artifact. Yeah, this is it. That's probably it there. So they've probably already got it. Ironically, I was landing there just to go to the obelisk, but seems kind of redundant now. I'm actually going to wait one more day with this guy, just in case. Oh, one more week, sorry. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part.